welcome to Layers of the Culture. This is episode 10.
We finally did it.
The double digits.
We finally did it.
Yes, sir. We doing the double digits.
Yeah.
We usually do the episodes every 2 weeks, but we decided to do one this week because we were behind from last week. So, we just want to keep y'all up to date with things. So again, this is your man Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we appreciate y'all for checking us out once again.
Yes. So next week there won't be a show, but the 24th, which will be, a Wednesday,
the week after.
We'll have a show. At least around that time. Part of that's my fault. Some things have been really, really hectic. So, but yeah,
yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all being with us, and thank you for your understanding and patience.
Definitely. And I want to give a shout out to all our new followers because we've been gaining some traction, on this new channel. So we really appreciate it, especially I noticed we've been gaining a lot more traction on TikTok.
Yeah, appreciate it.
So, I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't a big fan of TikTok, but, I like the format. The more I use it, I like the format a little bit. And so we've been gaining some pretty decent traction over there.
Yeah, the one thing about it, once you get the kind of like your formula,
right,
you pretty much, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing of it is, I think with your, it's ours, but
yeah,
you curate some of the iconic moments.
Yeah.
That was great, man. It sparked up conversation with people like, man, I forgot about that.
Right.
And, yeah, man, it's really cool to see that take off. So we appreciate y'all.
Definitely, man. We really appreciate that. I got, some more of those coming too. So be on the lookout for that. So how was your last week, man?
Man, it's been rough. I've been dealing with this issue with a car. I'm not gonna put too much out. We're gonna get it worked out. That's all I'm gonna say.
There you go.
We're gonna get it worked out.
That's it.
But I did start my new job. The second shift. Man, it's so cool. I like it. It's really into what I'm, trying to get into. So yeah, man, this week was, starting that new job was great.
Yeah. He works at the porn shop, so
Yo, my man, yo.
No, I'm just joking.
Shit.
But that's good, man. I'm just glad that you got, something that you actually like doing, though, no matter what it is. And how's everything with the family?
Oh, we good, man. Just, scratching and surviving like everything, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we good.
Yes, sir. But yeah, everything's been going pretty good for me. I cannot complain.
Oh yeah, my bad, man. How was your week? I'm sorry. He was like, yeah. You slouch ass nigga, you asked about my shit.
Motherfuckers don't
goddamn.
Fuck this nigga. Let's get the show
fuck this
on.
nigga. Yeah.
Nah, but
my bad though.
Everything's been good. I can't complain, man. It's all good. Life is good. Like I said, I told you I met someone, and everything has been, one big whirlwind because, we really dig each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, it's good when you find somebody who you can really click with. You know what I mean? So I have to introduce you to her.
Oh, Shaquan over here ain't cool. Shaquan probably cracking jokes. Yeah, his name was Bubba, y'all. He be saying some shit like that.
Oh yeah. He got the jokes. He got the jokes.
Yeah,
he know I got the jokes too. So.
Oh man.
But
shout out to Shaquan, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's at work.
Yeah,
that's my nephew. Great dude. You know what I mean. So, but yeah, man. Everything has been going good. Just working. Keeping these bills paid. Trying to keep it moving. You know what I mean. So, But anyway, I guess we can go ahead and jump into the show. Like I said, this is episode 10, and we appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribes that y'all do. So don't forget to hit those buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters. Yeah, we
new podcast, same jokes.
I'm telling you, we're gonna get Dr. Umar up here one day.
Oh God. brother, you've been messing with the snowflakes, brother.
Right. That's 50. What he said? 50 lashes or whatever.
50 lashes.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to that.
Right, with the belt. But yeah, anyway, man, let's jump into the show. You want me to jump into some birthdays?
Yeah, let's jump into birthdays.
All right. So back on July 7th, we had my man Cassidy representing Philly.
All right.
Happy birthday to him. We got my man. Yes, sir. That's one of his best songs, actually.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, anyway. But and then we got the my man from the West Coast, Edie. I mean, well, actually, no, he's from is it Jersey? Was he Jersey? So I know some of them was from Englewood, New Jersey.
Some of them were Jersey.
So, but yeah, my man Edie, I mean, from the Outlaws. On July 8th, we got my man I-20 from DTP, Disturbing the Peace. Beat the shit out of security for stopping the fight. That's my dude right there.
I ain't gonna lie, he has a very iconic voice.
Yeah, he has a great voice.
Yeah, I really wish that we, got more from him, and he actually became like a little bigger than what he was.
Exactly.
He was very, very iconic.
I agree. Yeah. But yeah, happy birthday to him on today, which is July 10th. We have my man Play from Kid and Play. Happy birthday to him.
Anything you could do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Coming up tomorrow on the 11th, we got Little Kim. Happy birthday to her.
All right.
Definitely got to show her some love. Coming up on the 13th, we got Rich the Kid. Right. We also got Saigon.
All right.
And we got Mickey Fax. Happy birthday to them. Coming up on the 15th, we got Jim Jones. You know what I mean? Ballin'. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was probably his, biggest hit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jim Jones. Coming up on the 17th, we got Guru from Gangstar.
Gifted Unlimited Rhyme Universal.
Yes, sir. Yeah, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, he definitely one of my favorite MCs.
Right. So
he ain't like now compared to like some of the bar heavy dude. Yeah. He's definitely like one of my favorites.
He's one of my favorites too because he really stood hard for like authentic hip hop. You know what I mean? He was all about, keeping it, raw with the lyrics. Even if he wasn't the best lyricist, he was definitely pushing that agenda of keep it strictly for the culture and how we started this shit. Let's keep that realness going.
Nah, Guru wasn't no slouch.
Right. Definitely wasn't.
Yeah.
So that's it for my birthdays. You want me to give out some new music or you want to jump into the...
Yeah, we can do the music.
All right. So on the new music front, I only got a couple of joints. My man Benny the Butcher got a new joint called Summertime Butch. He showed a snippet of him in the studio working on that. So, I'm excited for that because Griselda always gives you that raw, authentic hip hop. You know what I mean? So shout out to all of them. There's a dude called Red McFly. He got a joint featuring the one and only G Depp.
Okay.
Brought him back. And also on the joint is Corey Gunn. So the joint is fire. You know what I mean? It's called Prime Example. So definitely go check that out. My man Joel Ortiz, I think I might have mentioned this before, but I can't remember. But he got a new joint out called Tapestry. And Joel Ortiz, he always keeps it real with the lyrics. He's bar heavy. So he prides himself on being a top tier lyricist. So I think he can stand up against pretty much anybody, whether he lose or win. You know what I mean? He can go up against some of the heaviest. So yeah, that's all my music for the day. So let's go ahead and jump into our question of the day. What did you have for the question of the day?
Okay, what makes a culture vulture?
Wow, what makes a culture vulture? I mean, y'all definitely let us know what y'all think in the comments, but for me, it's definitely somebody who goes into whatever culture it is, but we're going to be speaking about hip-hop, so I'm going to keep it on the hip-hop tip. But anybody who jumps in the culture of hip-hop to exploit it just for more so monetary gain or clout and shit like that. Stardom, celebrity, money, but don't really have a genuine interest in the culture. For me, that's number one. What about you?
I would pretty much say those same things. I want to, first of all, I want to shout out Ill Bill.
Okay.
This the YouTube channel. He was actually explaining, they were talking, this whole thing with Kendrick and Drake and all that stuff.
Okay.
And he was explaining like who was the first Drake as far as, and this is why I formed this question, because he was speaking on the facts of like, the people that came in and they were kind of masking like they were part of the culture, but they wasn't. Like people like Jay-Z, was like, he was saying that, Jay-Z was he was a hustler, but he wasn't really a rapper. He was just a business. He wasn't really, and I think that's why people like me, what I'm saying, I don't too much care for him like that. Because I just don't think he's genuine with the people of the culture. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, there's other people that, seem like they are probably not. I'm not going to sit here and say that Jay-Z's not the only one. But that's the reason why I asked that question. It's just like some people, they come in here, they have this chameleon type thing.
Right.
And, they're really, really disconnected. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand, why bars about slavery or bars about Emmett Till would be like, it's like things like that. Bars about, what I'm saying, like I'm, me and my so-called manager, we like Shaquille and Kobe and like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it just,
exactly.
Like it's just things of that nature. So but just let us know what you think. It's just a question I pose, or whatnot, because I mean it's a, it gets thrown around a lot.
Right.
We kind of need a defined, definite, concrete, definition.
Yeah, definitely, man. But for me overall, it's just anybody who doesn't really have a genuine like or love for the culture. More so, is just in it for the wrong reasons, whatever that may be, whether it's money or fame, celebrity clout, any of that, attention. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Y'all let us know.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go ahead and jump into our topics. We got a couple of things we want to visit. So you want to get into this, back into the Lord Jamar KRS-One thing?
So I want to shout out Rockness. I've been watching his little stuff.
Rockness,
yes. He's doing the little video vlogs joint. It's just hilarious, man.
Yeah, he is funny, man.
It's just, funny. But I like his perspective on things, especially him being an artist. And, he was talking about the whole Lord Jamar and KRS. And actually, there's more people to that list that Lord Jamar called out. He called out Pete Rock, called out Busta Rhymes, Chevy Chase. Is it Chevy Chase? The guy from the Cold Brothers. Charlie Chase, not Chevy Chase. I'm sorry, not National Lampoon.
Right. Yeah, that's the white actor you think about.
Yeah, Charlie Chase.
Yeah.
And who else he called? Crazy Legs.
Okay. Wow.
So he kind of wanted to debate them about where it started.
Right.
Well, not really where it started, like who
helped contribute to it. Yeah. Well, that's what we're talking about, y'all. Who contributed to the creation of the hip hop culture, whether it was strictly, Black people, African Americans, or was it also Puerto Ricans and Dominicans? Because they were real heavy into our culture in the beginning. But Lord Jamar is, basically saying, they didn't help create it, though. So we just kind of revisiting that because it's still a topic of discussion. And, I still stand with basically what Lord Jamar is saying. I don't always agree with him 100%, but I do feel like, it was our thing and they jumped on it because they saw that it was, it was cool as fuck. You know what I mean? They liked our music. They liked our dancing. And, they were also doing shit like graffiti. You know what I mean? It was just an inner city thing. If you grew up in that environment, no matter what you are, you could have been Asian, you're going to jump on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And that was the thing that Rockness was kind of saying, like, he was like, well, I'm open to, what I'm saying, I want to be able to like whatever the debate the spark comes out, he's able to, he want to be able to have an open ear and be able to represent the culture the right way. You know what I'm saying? So he said, yeah, I want to do this right. And then, going back to the Puerto Rican thing, you know, they were involved in it. You know what I'm saying? They were there. And I think that's what gets, like, with KRS-One and all the other people. And I can't really say nothing because I'm born in '83.
Right.
But the thing of it is, I get what Lord Jamar is saying. He's not saying that they weren't a part of it, but as far as like it being like an ethnic art form, Black people gave it its legs. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Just like every form of modern music, almost Black people give it its legs, and it just seems like every time we do something, oh no, we can't create it on our own. We have to have either somebody a co-creator or someone else entirely. Right. Like with rock and roll, people, when I worked, when I worked over there, that one job. Yeah. There was one guy who's like, yeah, man, I don't listen to rock. I don't listen to that white shit. I said, that's our music. Right,
that's our shit.
That's our
shit.
We
just let y'all have it.
Yeah. I mean, and don't get me wrong, some of those artists are dope. I mean, the 90s grunge, I like Alice in Chains. I like Stone Temple Pilots. Yeah. Nirvana. I mean, I like them. I don't think they like the cream of the crop like everybody. I think a lot of the media and stuff kind of made that. But they're not, not to shit on them. I just, I prefer Alice in Chains and, them better. But you know what I'm saying? The grunge scene and all that. I mean, different types of music, makes us and we express those things. Yeah. Like, I'm so glad, I don't mean to get off topic. I'm so glad to see like Black kids engaging like in punk rock and like, they trying to get this back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really good to see that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just makes me feel good to see that, because it seems like, because when I was growing up, I was like the oddball from like, I like hip hop, but I like this rock shit too. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like. And then, it was kind of like the people I was around too. So it was just, I mean, it was going to be there. But yeah, I mean, but you'd be like, oh no, you're not Black. You're a fucking Oreo, you're a fucking marshmallow for liking that shit. You fucking white boy wannabe ass. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like that. I like that stuff. But going back to the actual topic in hand, you know what I'm saying? I think, like I said, these people have a part of, participating in it, but they did not have a part of creating it. And I kind of stand with Lord Jamar.
Yeah, I definitely can agree. Like I said, you know what I mean? And I definitely appreciate, the Puerto Rican kids, who were heavy into the culture, you know what I mean? Because some of my closest friends were Hispanic, whether it was Puerto Rican or Dominican, it didn't matter. It was, hey, we both like the same thing. Like I said, when I used to breakdance, my partner in crime for breakdancing was a Puerto Rican kid, you know what I mean, named Christopher. And we used to battle like every day. We'd go to school and some kids would be like, yo, we heard Jock breakdance, we'd be like, yeah, let's battle real quick, you know what I mean? And we get busy, you know what I mean? We was taking him out too, you know what I mean? We was taking him out. He was more into breakdancing in general, but I had a combination of breakdancing and I did a little electric boogie and pop joint. Yeah, all of that shit, man. I was doing a little bit of everything. So between the two of us, we was killing it.
That's what's up, man.
So yeah, y'all, weigh in heavy on the comments, man, because we want to know y'all's experience in hip hop. You know what I mean? And also, about what we're talking about too. You know what I mean? This who created hip hop situation. You know what I mean? Whether you're younger or older, you know what I mean? If you're younger and you're not sure, just, go back and do some research. Let's make it a topic, of discussion.
Yeah.
But all right, go ahead.
Yeah, let's get into the Jay-Z performer for Tom Brady. This is something I meant to bring up last time.
Yeah.
This kind of goes into the question of the day.
Right.
First off, let me get your perspective on it.
So, I didn't see the performance, of course, but I did hear about it. You know what I mean? A lot of people are upset because, we had Hip Hop 50 last year where hip hop basically turned 50 years old, and it was a big celebration all year. And Jay-Z was very quiet. He didn't really do anything. He didn't show up in any performances. But now it's like Tom Brady wants you to come out and you on it. You know what I mean? And then you performing for a crowd who barely even knows who the fuck you are. So, it definitely sounds like, you reserve your time for people. And Tom Brady probably gave him a big bag or some shit for that, man. You know what I mean? Because Jay-Z is all about that money. He about the business. So, he probably was offered a good chunk of change to come out for that. And so I'm assuming that's why. But, if you're really for the culture, man, you need to be out and about. You need to be doing interviews every now and then, letting us know if you're working on anything, whatever, you know what I mean? But if you just kind of sit in the house all the time and we don't even know what the fuck's going on with you, and especially during something like Hip Hop 50, that shit is trash for me, man. It's like, where you at? You know what I mean? Now, even if you say, well, I know we had a situation where KRS didn't do the performance for the Hip Hop 50, but that was just because he didn't really care for the way it was set up. Now, if it's something like that, you know what I mean, let us know, you know what I mean, or hold your own performance. Let's say, hey, I don't like the way they did that over there, but I'm going to bring together some artists over here, and we're going to do it really proper for Hip Hop 50. But for me, I think it was just that Jay-Z, nobody probably offered him the right bag, you know what I mean? He's probably like, nah, I can't come out the house for more than $1 zillion, you know what I mean?
I can't do a Jay-Z voice to save my life.
You know what I mean?
But,
it's your boy, ho.
But
anyway, go ahead.
The going in, like I said to the question, yeah, you brought up KRS One. I'm gonna bring Hammer up because a lot of what I'm saying, like I said, love him or hate him, Hammer was really, really important to hip hop, whether people want to admit it or not.
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying? And then, you had Jay-Z. At least with KRS-One, we got an explanation.
Right.
That's you pretty much that was my point. Yeah. You pretty much hit that. But at least KRS-One was like, and he shouted out the people that were a part of it. Yeah. He wasn't hating. He was saying, the Grammys, if they get their stuff, that's cool.
Yeah, but where would they add the other 49 years?
Yeah, exactly. Right. So he gave an explanation, and I respect it for for what it's worth. But yeah, for Jay not to Jay to be huge as he is, I mean, shit, they got a library after him. Not Biggie.
Yep.
Not Big Daddy Kane.
Right.
Hov. Right.
Yep.
I mean, to me, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I get what, he's a Mughal and this, that, there. And he do this for this and he do all these things right off and all that stuff. But it's just like, to me, it's like you said, it's more about the money. And I'm not against him not getting his money. That's one thing. I mean, man, if he finds his way to, make money and stuff, I'm all for that. But the bad thing of it is like he uses the culture, he uses, rap music and stuff. And then it's almost like he don't want to be associated with being a rapper. But like, nigga, everybody know you from rapping.
Right,
like,
exactly.
How you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, exactly.
So how can you escape that? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's my issue with it is, not, and I'm not taking away from Tom Brady. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I was like, in the football scheme of things, I know people like, yeah, Tom Brady's that dude. I was like anybody but Tom Brady. So anybody but the Patriots, anybody but the Buccaneers, wherever he was. It's like, yeah. But at the same time, but that's just me. But at the same time, I'm not going to deny that man his greatness.
Exactly.
And, you know, if it was, you know, because what the retirement, it was a retirement. Yeah. So, I mean, if it was maybe a little bit more down the line, or if it was, I don't know, because I mean, really, I mean, it is a big deal, but as a hip hop artist, it's not bigger than 50 years of hip hop.
Right.
It's just not. So for him to come out there and look really stupid for like going out there and just you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm out here doing this, that, and the third, and yeah, you know, and then to have white people come up here with little monocles and spectacles on, like,
right?
Who is this Negro?
Right.
Who is this guy with this bushy hair?
Right.
Who is that nigga out there?
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with that. You know what I mean? Because Jay-Z, you're way too big in the game. Now, I get it. You know what I mean? When you get to a certain financial status, you don't want to just be everywhere because there's a target on you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And some people who would just love to take you out. But for the sake of hip hop, you should at least be showing up at least once a year to say, let me do an interview, you know what I mean? To let fans know what I've been up to or what I'm about to do. You know what I mean? At least once a year, we should hear something from you. And, you know, the only time you'll ever hear something is if somebody like a DJ Khaled drops an album and he just gets a whole feature or something like that. And, you know, he don't even do that, you know what I mean, a lot. But, you know, it's like, you know, come on, man, do something. You know, drive by a radio station for a minute. You know what I mean? Then go back and chill. And I get it. You know, you also got kids. You want to raise your kids. I get that shit too. But, you know, there's some time of year where you can do at least one, you know, show up, you know, for hip hop's sake. You know what I mean?
He can pop out and show niggas.
Right. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
You gotta pop out and show niggas. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Because I mean, that's how you, in this day and age, that's how you stay relevant. Because right now, nobody really knows Jay-Z anymore for the young generation because he didn't do anything to keep himself relevant. See, that's why a lot of young people still have respect for Nas because Nas is out here dropping something every now and then. Nas is like, you know, I don't want y'all to forget who the fuck I am. So let me give you King's disease. You know what I mean? Now let me give you Magic. Now let me give you King's disease too. You know what I mean?
Let me run them bitches simultaneously at the same fucking time.
Exactly.
So I mean, that shit crazy, man.
Exactly. So Nas is keeping himself relevant.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that helps him appeal to both the younger and the older audience. You know what I mean? And I mean, Jay-Z doesn't have to make a record in his life because he's not broke. But it's like, you know, if you really love hip hop, do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. I just, you know, that's why some of his music I really don't feel because I don't think he genuinely likes the craft. He's just good at, you know, telling these hustler stories. And
exactly.
Putting on these personas and things like that. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, but you know, saying other people, you know, even with this whole Drake and Kendrick thing, you know what I'm saying, I gravitated more to Kendrick because I believe, you know,
he's for the culture.
Yeah, and he connects more as an artist.
Exactly.
So you really kind of got the same thing, you know, circling back around. And again, there's no hate for Drake or Jay. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, oh nah, fuck them niggas. It's not that. Right. It's just that this is just my perspective on it. This is how I feel about it. I mean, a lot of people done said what they said about both of these artists. But yeah, for him not to show up for the 50. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this though too. Like it'd be good to hear something from Hammer.
Right.
Exactly. I would like to hear something from Hammer why he didn't want to, you know, perform or whatnot.
Right.
Or didn't want to be, you know, pop out. You know, especially him being from Oakland.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
true.
I'm saying?
That's true.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, of course, I'm more for the Kendrick Lamar joint, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, him being a West Coast artist and him being, you know, that in that prominent time where when, you know, it was getting ready it was going more towards like gangsters and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would love to really got his side of that, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, because you know, he like you said, he did help a lot with the culture with Hammer. You know, even though he was a little more pop rap, you know, than anything, it was still not only did he help himself by appealing to a larger audience, but he also drew that audience into hip hop. People that normally wouldn't have listened, he brought them into the circle. And so now they were like, okay, well, so we'll check out other artists too. You know what I mean? We'll check out Snoop Dogg now that we heard. Hammer, you know what I mean?
Him, Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? They did that thing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think about that in the comments, man, because you know, I do think it's kind of funny that Jay-Z only came out for the Tom Brady joint. It's not a black or white thing, like I said. It's a money thing. I think Jay-Z is more interested in who can give him the biggest bag. And I guarantee you, Tom Brady gave him a bag for that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He gave him a super bag for that. Because people like that, they're willing to pay the money to get what they want. You know?
Who is this Negro?
Right.
They probably have like some Italian people there. Like, there's fucking Mooly up here on the stage. The fuck he doing?
Right.
Fucking Mooly with the hair and shit.
Right.
Fucking Mooly! Sorry. That's my Italian.
Don't take us too serious.
Yeah, please don't.
We're seriously joking. We're just joking.
Please.
But yeah, it's just humor. But yeah, and then we got, you know, one more topic we wanted to talk about, you know what I mean? So
oddly enough.
Yeah.
We're talking about white people. Let's talk about white rappers, MCs.
Exactly. And this is no disrespect to any white rapper. We're just saying it because that's the topic. You know, we're not saying, you know, oh, we're alienating white rappers. We just want to talk about them. So yeah, go ahead and set up.
So yeah, topic. I mean, since we're talking about that, it kind of again goes into the culture vulture question. It also ties into we know that Eminem, aka Slim Shady, he's getting ready to cue up a new album. I think The Death of Slim Shady.
Right, The Death of Slim Shady.
So I kind of want to talk about other white rappers. And you know what I'm saying? Like we don't, I'm not knocking Eminem, but it seems like everybody just catapults him because he's just so, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, oh yeah, Eminem can never do no wrong, man. All his shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? Eminem. Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's like there's other people out here too, other white people that get busy.
Absolutely.
But one thing I can say about him that I like is that I feel that he is not a culture vulture. I feel that he really wants to educate the people of the art form, particularly the music that he grew up with. He wanted to introduce people to like the Master Ace, the Redmans. You know what I'm saying? Those types of folks. But the problem is, in just like with Drake, you got people that are not hip hop fans; they're Eminem fans.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's why Eminem kind of gets crapped on the way he does, because the fandom. It's not. I don't think it's so much him as it is the fandom of him.
I agree. Yeah. He definitely, you know, he has a love for the hip hop culture, but he does appeal to a larger audience because some of his music has somewhat of a punk feel to it, somewhat of a, you know, rock feel, a metal feel, you know, so he can attract those people and they may not want hip hop specifically, but they like him because he appeals to them. So they like, you know, so that's what helps him get his bag. He appeals to a super large audience, especially white people in general.
Yeah.
And, you know, with white people representing a large part of the country, that you know, definitely keeps his fans on deck. So, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dope white rappers out there. We definitely want to give them credit. You know, we had Third Base, who came out in the late '80s and they did break up eventually, but they were definitely great during the time that they were together.
Third Base was great.
That was MC Search and Prime Minister Pete Nice.
Prime Minister Pete Nice.
Yes, sir. They're both still around. Search actually does seem to drop music every now and then, but I don't think Pete Nice is doing anything. The last thing I saw Pete Nice on was the show that they did, the hip hop. What was the joint where they were collecting like collectibles for the museum? Hip Hop Treasures.
Oh, okay.
Pete Nice was on that. He was kind of helping them go around and gather different artifacts from hip hop. So, but he, I haven't heard him do anything music wise, but I think they were a great combination. It's just that, they broke up.
They fell out a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, I think he went on Lord Sears show. Yeah, Search went on Lord Sears show. Pete Nice called in, and it was just
I remember that they got into an argument.
Was crazy. Pete was like, "Yo, Search, you my son, nigga. You my son." Like that. I'm like, because like he meant that shit
exactly. Because Search had been saying some shit about how something happened in the past,
and it wasn't factual.
Pete Nice was like, "Nah, that's not factual." So and it is what it is. Different people have different perspectives. So I ain't going to get into that too heavy. But we just want to give them credit because they brought a lot to hip hop by bringing, being white people. Especially MC Search is Jewish. I don't know if Pete Nice is, but Search was Jewish, and he brought I'm sure the Jewish community over into hip hop with their albums.
And that's the thing too that I can respect about Search than I can like a Drake. Search was about the culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
he wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to like make it this whole Jewish thing. And I mean, if he did, that's fine. But the thing of it is, he wasn't trying to take it and, remake it as his own thing. And plus, it was so early when he got involved. But he made it his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He made, he rapped, he rapped like people rap back, in the day, like his style. Yeah. I mean, the style and everything that they had was dope. You know what I'm saying? People didn't even know they were white until,
sort of
like
videos
years later. Yeah. But he was, they were dope. I mean, especially for them to do stuff with like, KMD, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was about to say, they gave us KMD, MF Doom, you know what I mean?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? So, that was dope. Beastie Boys, I know they were probably a little before.
Yeah. Beastie Boys was like the first white rappers that I had ever seen. I don't know if they were the actual first, but I know they were the first that I knew of.
Yeah.
They came out in the mid to late 80s, and Third Base didn't come out to around maybe 89 or something like that, 88.
Yeah.
But the Beastie Boys, they have so much respect from me. They have always been, true to the culture, and they are kind of a mixture too of hip hop and punk, rock and all of that. So, they stayed true to that. They never tried to act like they was gangster. They just gave you their flavor, and they never fell out with each other. They never broke up. We lost one of them, rest in peace, MCA. But, that's about it. The other ones are still rolling together. Like, I think they're going to be best friends so they go to the grave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So shout out to the Beastie Boys because I love that. I remember loving seeing them as white rappers and, not trying to perpetrate, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the thing about the Beastie Boys too. They were first like a punk rock group, but then they became, hip hop under the guys Rick Rubin and, Russell Simmons and all that. The thing I can respect about them, they never really, which we'll talk about this other group later, but they never really did the whole like, well, we're gonna, hip hop's not working for us, so I'm gonna start doing rock or I'm gonna start doing country. You know what I'm saying? This ain't working for me. Nah, they always one thing the things I respect about the Beastie Boys, love them or hate them, they was always they was in hip hop, and they they wasn't trapping. They wasn't rapping over trap beats. They wasn't rapping, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't rapping trap stuff like, yeah, I'm in, I can't even imagine them doing that. They always kept it old school. They had, like, if you listen to even their latest stuff, very primitive, old school type rhyming.
Yeah.
That's one thing I respect for them. And they kind of, they kept the following. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. I mean, yeah, the Beastie Boys, I got to give them, props.
Yeah, definitely. And, just to touch back on third base real quick, I remember one thing I really loved when I heard Search say, black cat is bad luck. Bad guys wear black. Must have been a white guy who started all that. I was like, yo, this dude is true. He ain't scared to say what the real truth is. You know what I mean? Because
jazz face.
Yeah, it's all of these stereotypes about black and, black as a color. And, he was like, yeah, must have been a white guy who started all that. And he's probably right. You know what I mean? So I love that about him. Let's see. Let me think. I remember Milkbone. He was a 90s rapper.
Keep it real.
Yeah. He came out just before Eminem. And he was dope. I don't think he had longevity, but he was definitely dope. And I think that the Eminem hype train probably overshadowed him a little bit.
He also had the iconic "Keep It Real" instrumental, which Big L and Jay-Z did with the dubbed 7-minute freestyle.
Right, so, exactly.
Yeah, so
but yeah, man, y'all can go back and check out some of his old joints too.
Oh, House of Pain.
Yes, House of Pain.
Yeah, 92.
One of my favorites, Everlast. Oh man, listen. I like the House of Pain style that they had. They were also representing their Irish heritage.
Yeah.
So their whole first album was called Shamrocks and Shenanigans. I did cop it. I copped it, and I loved it. You know what I mean? I had no problem with it. You know what I mean? I love that they was not scared to, talk about the Irish culture. The whole album was Irish culture themed.
Yeah.
But it was hip hop. You know what I mean? So, and then you had, what's the name on the beats?
Lethal.
Yeah, DJ Lethal.
Yeah, Lethal.
So yeah, he was doing great with those beats, and Everlast kind of changed his style over the years, but I think House of Pain was my favorite part of his career.
Yeah, and the thing about it too, and also he was in another group before House of Pain, the Rhyme Syndicate with Ice-T.
Yeah.
So
yep.
The thing about Everlast, even though he did the whole blues, grunge, rock thing, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I like the style that he did. I think he's one of the ones, in my opinion, that kind of gets the exception.
Yeah.
Even though he did it, I didn't, to mock Eminem, country rap, good,
Right.
But yeah, but other than that, but I like the fact that, he kind of did that. And that's the thing. Even with that, he kind of kept it. He kind of still showed you a bit of his hip hop roots.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about Everlast that I kind of respect. The whole House of Pain is a unit, man. Shit, they got busy.
Yeah.
Man. They was a tough crew. And the thing I liked about, as you see, there was kind of like a theme or a concept, what we, like we were talking about earlier, there's a niche, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're white rappers, but they're trying to explain to you, their culture.
Yeah.
And how that, you know what I'm saying, what they were doing. And, know, what, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, oh, well, we're, we're trying to do this to sound black, or we're trying to, I don't know how to explain it, but the thing of it is, they were them.
Yeah, definitely.
And they wanted to show you what that was looking like. They didn't.
Yeah, that's why I said I think I like the House of Pain portion better. I mean, I did like it when Everlast was with Rhyme Syndicate, but I liked it a little bit better with House of Pain. Once you got into the Whitey Ford thing, I wasn't really as much into it, but it was still cool because he was trying to show you had a little range and different things. But yeah, I wish I still had that album, the House of Pain joint. I actually had it on vinyl too, and I lost it. I'm mad about that one. So Shamrocks and Shenanigans, that's a classic. And I remember it came with a sticker, and I took the sticker and put it right in the middle of the record, on there. But it was a dope little House of Pain sticker. But anyway, let's see. You think about Bubba Sparks.
Yeah, man. Again, another niche.
Right. He let you know I'm from the Deep South.
Yeah.
So you're going to get this Deep South flavor.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I like the whole, what was it, Deliverance? Been traveling alone. Like, I love that because it was that type of style. I was like, okay, now we understand that, you don't, in order to be a hip hop artist, you don't have to be from the hood. Yeah. As long as you explain your story. And I think that's why people fell with, into Eminem, because it seemed like, especially for me growing up, because, what I'm saying, I was, around predominantly white neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a hood dude. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a hood guy. I wouldn't know about, sticking up motherfuckers and, what I'm saying, robbing stuff, taking their ice and shit like that.
Nah, we almost had the poke, like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? The poke niggas saying like, man, shit, I didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
But I could relate to, like, people like Eminem and Boba, because of far as like, okay, this is not too far from where I live at. Although they're white, I connect to, like, the, it might be nice over here, but there's some underlying, there are still issues here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And so, but yeah, with Bubba Sparks, going back to that, yeah, it was cool to really see that down south, that I remember him saying, like, well, it was like on the Music Choice thing, it was like his nearest neighbor was 10 miles away. You know what I'm saying? That was people lived like that. So,
and what really also helped him stand out was he had Timbaland producing beats.
Yeah.
Oh, man, listen. I was like, yeah, this white boy is dope. I loved it. One white boy I think that never got a whole lot of credit, he was dope, was a guy named Asher Roth. He came out, he sounded a little like Eminem, just a little bit. He had a Eminem type of flow, but he was definitely different. I think he's one of those you had to really sit down and listen to him, and he was different, but he came off kind of similar to M, so a lot of people knew he's dope, but they didn't know how to take him, like, oh, should I leave this guy alone? Is he trying to be the next Eminem? But he was dope. I'm telling you right now, that dude had bars. He just had that kind of Slim Shady type voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where if he wanted to emulate Eminem, he could. And but he was definitely different though. So he's dope. Who else we can talk about?
Vinny Paz? Is he?
He's dope. I think he's Hispanic. Is he Hispanic? Italian, one of them?
Dang.
He might be Italian, but either way, he's dope.
White. That's still white.
Yeah.
He's still Italian, dope. He's still white.
He's still dope.
That's still white.
Yeah, he's dope.
that nigga white, but right. He's still white. Never.
You know who's kind of dope? Remember the group called Young Black Teenagers?
Yes.
Tap the bottle in, twist the cap. Tap the bottle in, twist the cap.
Yeah, I
love that, man.
They was there. They was dope. They didn't get the they didn't really get the shine. I don't know, because really it was kind of like a slap in the face. But I like their whole aesthetic. They were just like, they were kids.
Yeah,
they were basically saying, yeah, we're the young black teenagers, because that's what they were trying to emulate.
Yeah, it was. They were all white, but they called themselves the young black teenagers.
Yeah.
And if any of y'all are not familiar with them, if you go back to Kid and Play's movie House Party Part 2, the white dude who seems a little more blacker than Kid, he's the lead of that group. You know what I mean? I think his name was Jamal in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was pretty dope. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, and then who else we got? We got Eminem, of course. We talked about him a little bit. I mean, Eminem, I think he's definitely for the culture. You know what I mean? He's had some incidences where, he had to be called out about, some shit he said in the past that came off racist, but I do believe that he was genuinely apologetic for that. I think he was just young and stupid, and, he probably got dissed by some black girl. He was like, all right, well, fuck it then. So, I appreciate him at least apologizing for that. But yeah, who else we got on the white rapper side? We got,
let's see, Little Dicky.
Oh yeah, Little Dicky. I'm not a fan. I ain't gonna front.
I think he's okay. Yeah. I mean, but like the one rap he had, like the professional joint with Snoop Dogg. I kind of like that concept.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't like the whole like, oh, I want to do this different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And just like what Snoop was saying, like, yeah, but it works.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, for him doing it different, especially him being, a white Jewish rapper, it's almost like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to do, like, it's almost like he was like, I'm going to revamp this whole thing.
Right.
But we already, the people, the homeowner, it's like you're a homeowner, you already built your house, but some guy comes along and is like, you know what? Fuck this house.
Right, exactly.
And I don't think that's his whole vibe. I'm not going to say that, but I just feel that that's what he was trying to, that's what he was giving.
Yeah. And another white rapper I want to give some big credit to is Mac Miller.
Yeah, rest in peace.
I slept on him when he first came out. It took me like a year and a half to really get into his music, and I was like, yo, this dude was actually dope as fuck. And then I saw that he did a song with Sean Price. I was like, yeah, you got to be pretty dope to get on the joint with Sean Price.
Oh, I got to hear that.
Yeah. He got on a song with Sean Price, and it was dope.
I know he used the Lord Finesse beat, the Hip to the Game beat.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was like, yo, that is dope. But he was actually, doing this thing.
Yeah. And rest in peace to him.
Yeah. I hate that he succumbed to drugs and depression and things like that.
Right. That's a hard thing to get through, man. Sometimes that fucking depression will push you over the edge, man. So that's why I said I refuse to. I've been through that shit a little bit, and I said, nah, I refuse to go down fucking hell with this.
Yep.
And you got to pick yourself back up. You can't just say, oh, well, it's got me, so I'm going to just, take this drug to take the pain away. That shit ain't going to never fix it. You know what I mean? That's a Band-Aid.
Yep.
So, stay off the drugs. That's my PSA for today.
Stay off the drugs.
If you want to keep working here, stay off the drugs.
Stay off the drugs. Oh, Iggy Azalea. Not only that she's white, she is a woman.
Yeah. She's Australian, I think.
Yeah.
Right? She kind of came off as a culture vulture,
Hell yeah, she did.
So yeah, I never really cared for her, and I think it kind of messed up T.I. because he was the one who discovered her and brought her out. So a lot of people are like, yo, this is what the fuck you bringing out? So it's like, what the fuck? You supposed to be, the tough guy in the trap and all of this shit, and this is what you coming out with? But,
then the fact, too, like, I think when Ferguson happened, people was like, well, we kind of need your voice on this. Nah, I can't do that. I have a rap career to handle. And I'm like,
exactly.
To me, it's like, but rap, your fans or the people that are in rap are those people that look like Mike Brown.
Exactly.
I'm not talking about the whole guilty, and that's not what I'm talking about. But as far as like, just saying, hey, we need to get out here, say something. I mean, hell, even J. Cole came out, said something.
Yeah, you got to. You got to use your platform to speak up. I mean, of course, nobody gonna hold a gun to your head and make you do it, but as a role model, it's heavy weighted on you to do some shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, I agree. Should have said something.
G-Eazy.
G-Eazy dope. G-Eazy is dope. I gotta give him credit. I've listened to a few of his joints. I've never copped his album, but he's definitely dope enough to listen to. And I think that, you know, a lot of people should check him out. You know what I mean?
He actually got little mentorship under E40.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, it was what was that thing? I think it was the one thing that Nas had. I can't remember because he was talking about Nas and Dave East, and there was other rappers it was on Netflix a long time ago, but I can't remember what it was. But he was talking about, yeah, man, I just did what E40 did, and this is what I did. You know, as far as like, and not talking about the style. It's just like as far as like his method of, you know, getting things out. But yeah, I kind of like Jesus. I didn't know he was shit. I didn't even know he was white. But when he did that damn. Like one time I'm a piper, one time you like fuck 3 times I'm a wiper. It ain't safe for the black or white. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this shit went hard.
That shit did.
I was like, who is this nigga?
Right.
He's getting killed.
Yep, exactly.
Shit, yo, this motherfucker savage.
Exactly.
He said it ain't safe for the black or the white girl. I was like, yo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, you know, and another one that I just thought of, who is one of my favorites, my man, Blind Fury.
Yeah, shout out to Blind Fury.
That dude is fucking amazing.
Phenomenal.
Amazing. Phenomenal. He's like a battle rapper, a true battle rapper. And it's like for this dude to be blind, you know what I mean? He can like, it's almost like he can see you for what you are and he can call you out on that shit. When he battle, he gonna call you out on some shit, and it's gonna be dope as fuck. So I love that about Blind Fury, man. He was one of my favorites. I wanted more from him, but he kind of stayed on the underground circuit. What's the other dude? The one who Joe Budden almost made retire.
Logic. He's mixed. He's mixed.
He's half white, half black. But
yeah, we can't talk about him really. Yeah. Then we have to talk about J. Cole. Drake.
Yeah, Logic is just he seems more predominantly white. You know what I mean? He doesn't come off as much on the black side. But, you know, still, either way, we'll skip him. Yeah. Because like you said, people like J. Cole are mixed as well.
But what's crazy about that is, I ain't gonna lie, his response back to Joe Budden was crazy.
Yeah.
He said, look, you gotta talk about my lyrics. You got a song going about pump, 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 pump. Pump it up.
Pump it up. Pump it up. Yeah. He kind of broke it down. Like, yeah, this shit is corny as fuck. Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Logic. I'll give him a shout out. But yeah,
Jack Harlow.
Man, fuck out of here. We're gonna first of all throw out Jack Harlow and throw out Macklemore. Fuck that. Neither one of them. Now, Jack Harlow, I'll give a little more credit, but Macklemore and him can get out of the conversation.
Macklemore, the song I heard from Macklemore, I think it was like the thrift shop joint. Mm-hmm. It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I don't think, I mean, he shitted Kendrick Lamar out of the whole, what was it? Was it the BET or what was it?
I'm not sure.
And it was clearly like Kendrick. Like that year, we gonna be all right. All that shit was heavy.
Yeah.
And the fact that or was it Damn? It was either one or the other.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Pimp a Butterfly or Damn. Okay. But that shit was out heavy. Everybody, and then we're gonna give it to Macklemore.
Yeah,
and don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Macklemore is not talented, but it's just like, dude, he wasn't out there like.
There's no way he should have beat out Kendrick.
Nah, he shouldn't have beat out K-Dot. Hell no.
So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We can't escape bullshit like that with the award shows. They're always gonna do some fuck shit, and people are gonna be mad. But the only way we can really get away from that shit is if we stop fucking watching these sorry ass shows. BET Awards ain't worth a damn anymore. You know what I mean?
Nah.
The Grammys ain't worth a damn.
Sure ain't.
The Grammys, it's like they started to try to embrace hip hop a little bit more, but it's more so for the clout. You know what I mean? We just want y'all to look at us, watch us for the viewership.
And the thing of it is, like, me and Brittany went back and was looking at the people who got the award, especially like in the tens and it's like the same damn people. It was like Drake, Taylor Swift,
all the
Beyonce, maybe a couple other ones sprinkled in, but that was it.
Yeah, it's always that same trio. That
it was
most.
like it's like really,
right.
Like it can't be that bad out here. You know what I'm saying? Like it used
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The Grammys used to have like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even though niggas was like, fuck the Grammys, especially on the hip hop side, but they at least had some talent. They had like, and still it was some bullshit on that too, because some of the people that had the most talent, like, you know, your Prince and Michael Jackson, you know, they would it'd be like some other little artist, but I mean, they were good too in their own right, but they wasn't fucking with Mike and Prince. Though.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just nuts, man.
Also, shout out to my man Necro too, man.
Yeah, Necro.
Yeah, he's dope as fuck, man.
Yeah, Necro's nice.
He brings a lot. You know who I thought?
Oh, Culture Deals.
I'm not really that familiar with Culture Deals. I've heard the name, but I'm not really familiar with the music.
Yeah, he all right. You know what I'm saying? He's another Jewish rapper.
I was gonna say, what's the dude's name who, you know, he was pretty dope. He was kind of like, almost to me, like the new Bubba Sparks. Dude, the Eminem bought out, but then they kind of fell out and he left. He called himself Hillbilly something. But,
damn, what is his name?
But you know what I'm talking about.
I see his face.
Right.
Because that's the whole thing. You know, Royce the 5'9".
Yeah, he confronted
him on.
Yeah, so he was saying the N-word or something, which was stupid on his part. But he was pretty dope as far as lyrics.
He was nice, but yeah.
Yeah, I forget
what was his name?
But
was it not Harlow? It was
he was a lot like Bubba Sparks. He was really trying to showcase his country deep South roots, you know. Yeah. So his nickname was, he would call himself Hillbilly something, but his stage name was something different, and I just cannot remember.
I'm gonna try to look him up.
Once they said he was like, you know, using the N-word a lot, and that he didn't even come out and like and apologize or you know, I just kind of lost respect, because I was like, at least come out and address the shit. You know what I mean? Be a man about that shit. Address it and say, you know what? You know, it's not going to happen again. I fucked up. You know, and I apologize, something. But, you know, when you won't even address that shit, nobody ain't going to want to hear shit you got to say. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, let me see.
Let
me see if I can look it up.
But if y'all know any other white rappers,
Yellow Wolf, yes. His name.
Yellow Wolf. He was pretty dope. You know, I was actually liking him. And, you know, like I said, he just kind of fucked himself up, and he didn't address the elephant in the room. So,
and then, you know, Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly, to me, I don't call him a white rapper. I call him a rock star who just knows how to rap. And to me, he's good at rapping, but I don't think he's a rapper, because he mostly sticks to the rock and punk and all of that shit, you know, in that category.
Well, I mean, he had to after that, you know.
After Eminem.
But I ain't gonna lie though, man, that Rap Devil though went hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it did. Definitely went hard.
I mean, especially with it kind of had like the new style. It had the aesthetics, like, you know what I'm saying? The fact that he was like, you know, playing on the fact like, oh yeah, you're the top 5, you know, you're on everybody's top 10, you this. It's like, okay, we get it. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, yeah, for him to do that, I think was, and you know, that was dope. But yeah, M got him with that kill shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it was funny because he was like, yeah, I had some shit I was going to respond with, but kill shot was so weak, I decided not to. Nigga, please, come on now. You ain't have shit else. That's just like Drake talking about something. I had some shit for Pusha T, but it was so hard I couldn't put it out.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You can say that all you want to. You had a reference track for somebody that you was going to use. Yeah, send me over that reference track.
He gonna be kill
exactly.
Drive. Shot the 50 bag in the 9 in the 9. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry. Exactly.
That's not my Drake impression. Just me being an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, y'all let us know if y'all know of any other white rappers you want to, shout out and talk about their impact on hip hop. Throw it in the comments, man. We are open for discussion on that because, it's important to recognize that. It's a lot of other races that have come into the hip hop game. There's a lot of Asian rappers.
Yep.
There's one that I saw recently, a female, dope as fuck. I gotta maybe repost a joint that she did on Instagram, so I might post that. So yeah, I might look for that. But yeah.
Oh, Tom McDonald.
I don't know who that is. Who's that?
He's a white rapper. He's okay.
Oh, okay.
He did that song with Ben Shapiro and.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But he got other songs that are like, I guess what you would say, like conscious and stuff. And, he's supposed to be independent and everything.
Right.
I don't really know all about that because, but anyway, I'll say this though. I mean, it's like he's good, but that analogy I put with, you couldn't bring certain people to the cookout, but you could bring them a plate.
Right.
This is a nigga you bring a plate to. All right, it's like,
plate.
Hey, yo, you good?
Just hang out there. I'll bring you a plate.
I'm gonna be right back.
Exactly.
You gotta do him like your daddy did in fucking McDonald's when he was ordering burgers. And like, I'm gonna leave this little nigga.
Stay in the car for a minute.
I'll be right back. Don't go or order everything you want. Right. I gotta go in the car to get money. I'm right back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? Another one who's dope, the white dude that Griselda is bringing out. Yeah, he's dope as fuck. I forget his name, but I've heard several of his freestyles and a couple of his songs. He definitely needs to be recognized, man. Not Griselda. Jadakiss in them. The Locks are bringing him out. My bad.
I think they had another one. I think his name was like Johnny Blanco or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, that might be the dude I'm thinking about. Something Blanco, but yeah. So yeah, I'll try to look him up as well. But yeah, he's done a few freestyles side by side with Kiss and them. So yeah, he's dope as fuck, man. But yeah, again, drop in the comments. Please don't forget, hit those buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
We need
funds
allocated. So we can build
the school.
Goddamn school.
We can build the school. we got the wall behind us. That's it. That's all we got.
And
we got
for
one
$35, you too can come down here and paint.
Exactly.
Paint the school.
Exactly.
Shit.
You can paint the school.
You can paint the school.
You pay us and we'll let you paint.
We let you paint. How about that?
Yeah. But
man, I'll tell you, man, that man,
yeah,
ain't to hit him on the head shit right
I'm telling you, exactly. But yeah, man,
we better leave him alone.
We're gonna leave Dr. Umar alone. Dr. Umar gonna get us.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I think that's pretty much all we have for the day. Did you have anything else you want to say?
I think that's it. We thank y'all for hanging out with us and everything. Saying a lot of stuff we want to give you hip hop stuff. Some shit I'll be saying I'm joking about. I don't want you to be like, man, this guy's like, it's just my sense of humor.
Yeah, we just joking around.
We just joking.
So yeah, we appreciate that. And you know who actually liked one of our posts on TikTok? My man from Organized Confusion.
Prince. Yo!
Yeah, he actually liked one of our
shout
posts.
out.
Yeah. And it said he checked out our page. I was like, okay, that's what's up, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That guy's a legend, man.
Yeah.
Or man, y'all not to sound like the old granddad. Organized Confusion, man. Listen. Stray Bullet.
Yeah.
Listen to that shit.
Yeah. Anything Organized Confusion, but yeah, Stray Bullet is
Stray Bullet.
But that was him and Pharoah Monch, and they were definitely bringing something new to the table when they came out. I was like, yo, these guys are deep. So please go back and check out them. Organized Confusion. Confusion is spelled with a K.
Yep.
So yeah, go check that out. But anyway, for episode number 10.
Number 10.
Layers of the Culture.
All right.
We appreciate y'all. This is your man, Kurt. And this is my man,
Howie.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.